Hello, I'm Creationist Kent, and this message is how God is the source of all life, therefore nothing can die without His consent. In my first video, I challenged atheists to open the Bible in search of factual errors. It doesn't take long for someone to mention the story of Jonah. Jonah was a prophet who rebelled against God, was swallowed by a fish, then 3 days later was vomited onto dry land. My atheist friends are quick to point out that no one could survive 3 days inside of a fish. Some Christians try to dodge the miracle by saying, well, it could have been a whale. They say this because whales are large enough to swallow a man whole, they come to the surface for air, they beach themselves, and they vomit. It's called ambergris. It makes very expensive perfume. But Jonah was not swallowed by a whale. Jonah was swallowed by a fish. The problem Jonah had was not that he had been swallowed by a fish, nor was it how to survive in a hostile environment. The problem Jonah had was that he could not die. He was in total darkness, imprisoned, yet fully alive and aware of his surroundings. Jonah's experience with undesired immortality is not unique. There's also the story of Samson, imprisoned in total darkness without the capacity to choose death. There's also the passage in Revelation chapter 9, verse 6, where people cry out for death, but they cannot die. This underscores the idea that hell is a very biblical teaching. It's hard to raise the teaching of hell without answering the question, well, who's going to hell? Without going into all the doctrine, consider this. If you were married to the perfect person and you treated that person the way you treat God, would you be able to expect to remain married? As we all know, being in a marriage that's not working and going through a divorce is hellish. This message has been that God is the source of all life, therefore nothing can die without His consent. I'm Creationist Kent, bringing you this message in less time than it takes to make a fossil.